What's going on, y'all? Thank y'all so much for being here. If you are returning, thank you so much for giving me another opportunity to share with y'all some information. And if y'all new, thank you for choosing me.
Choosing me is choosing us.
What the fuck is he talking about?
I know doing podcasts can be a little tricky because, I don't know, it's either you have it or you don't. You can talk or you can't talk. But yeah, I just love to talk, and I hope you guys like this type of content. So let's get straight to what I'm gonna talk about, you feel me? I'm not trying to waste too much time because my camera keeps overheating. So I just took this shit out of the freezer, so it should have about 10 minutes of life before shit starts hitting the fan. Fire! So this video is dedicated to Marcellus Williams. A lot of people are surprised, or a lot of people don't even know who Marcellus Williams is. Well, I didn't know who he was either until recently, until I found out, you know, his story. So this man was put to death by the state of Missouri for a crime that he didn't even commit.
Because that's justice in this country.
He was convicted in 1996 for the murder of Felicia Gayle. He supposedly killed her with a knife, but I also want to say rest in peace to her soul as well, because no one deserves to die. He was sentenced to death largely based on witness testimony and evidence that later raised significant doubts about his guilt. So a lot of evidence was being brought forth that was pointing the finger away from him. However, he was still guilty. I thought we lived in a state where you're innocent until proven guilty, but yeah, you're guilty until proven innocent.
Oh, we do live in extraordinary times.
In 2017, new DNA evidence was found that he did not commit this act, or he was not the one that they are looking for. And a lot of people were calling for his exoneration, for him to be freed. His case has been part of a broader discussion about wrongful convictions and the death penalty in the United States. Imagine how many people share the same story as him, was put to death for something they didn't do. So moving on. Before this man was put to death by lethal injection by the state of Missouri, he spent 20 years for something he didn't commit. Imagine you are in jail for 20 years for a crime you did not do, and there was evidence proving that you weren't guilty. Just imagine how that would make you feel. And I just find it truly funny that there are so many debates like going on in the world right now that talk about how the death penalty in America is really bad, it's barbaric.
Barbaric! Naughty!
And the thing that makes me so mad is, again, the evidence. That's what we use to determine whether someone is innocent or guilty. Imagine you are Marcellus and you're looking at all the evidence that proves that you are innocent, and you still find out that you had to be put to death.
Halfway.
Like, just imagine how that would make you feel. Again, like, it's just so sad. So the next point that I want to bring up is the jury. There was a big discrepancy when it comes to the jury. Like, yeah, I'll just show you the video. I can't really explain it. So here's the video right here.
Idiot. The jury who decide if this guy is going to live or die, they were pretty much all white, except for one black guy. And the Guardian goes in a bit deeper and says there was one individual who was black who was rejected from the jury because, get this, he looked like the brother of Marcellus.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
What? And the second thing, the murder weapon, the knife. It didn't even have Marcellus's fingerprints. What? I'm not making this up. Yeah. What the fuck? The primary information you're seeing is from the BBC, yeah? And get this, it was contaminated by none other than the trial prosecutor.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Who handled the murder weapon without wearing gloves.
Good Lord.
I mean, is this guy a moron or what? It seems like the whole system is filled with morons, yeah? But that's not all. It goes further. Even when we take a look at the crime scene, there was absolutely no forensic evidence linking the murder to Marcellus. What's going on? Yeah? And to add insult to injury, my man has been sitting in death row for 20 years. There were two other occasions in which the death penalty was coming, but the whole tampering of the DNA evidence delayed it further. But I don't understand why he was given the death penalty, because get this, even the family of the victims said, we don't want to push for the death penalty, we're okay with life in prison. But the higher up said no. I don't get this.
Me either.
Not only was the jury biased, but the family of the victim that he supposedly murdered didn't even want him to die through lethal injection. They were just like, keep him in jail. But the state of Missouri was like, nah, bro, we cool, fam. Like, we're gonna execute this man.
I executed him.
just why? Like, why was this man like, I get it, a murder is bad, but there has to be evidence that proves that this man murdered this woman, that he murdered Miss Gayle. Pretty much what I'm trying to say is that the system is flawed and will always be flawed. And the system will only protect those who they seem fit, while those who are vulnerable, such as Marcellus, will be put to death. Yeah, it's just straight to the point. Like, that's all I have to say about that. Like, it's just, again, very unfortunate. And it's just this day and age where human reasoning should be, I don't know, better. You know, we should have more empathy when it comes to people who are innocent. However, you know, shit happens and all we can do is just watch and just watch. You feel me? Like, what else can we do? The thing that like kind of like threw me off for a loop was that there were so many people supporting Marcellus. There was thousands and thousands of people, thousands of signatures, thousands of petitions. I don't know if 1,000 is too much, but what I saw was that there was like this whole organization of people supporting this man, yet he still wasn't saved. Again, just put yourself in Marcellus's shoes and you're in your prison cell in which you spent the past 20 years for something you didn't do. And you're seeing all these people come and support you and know that you're innocent, but you still have to live with what he had to live through. And, you know, just rest in peace to his soul. I just want to show you guys a very quick video of Busta Rhymes. You know, I don't know if you guys remember Busta Rhymes, but here's a little video that he made for Marcellus.
Because a potentially innocent man named Marcellus Williams is scheduled to be executed in a couple of hours. There's new DNA, new evidence, and just a string of just new presentation that based on facts that confirm that this man is not linked to this crime.
So again, rest in peace to his soul and to all those who died in such manner, and all those who didn't receive justice, and all those who are seen as unhuman, because this man Marcellus was seen as unhuman. Like, seriously, putting a needle in this man's arm, knowing that there was evidence supporting him that was proving that he was innocent, but still that poison was still injected to his body. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it right there. Thank y'all so much for being here. And yeah, the voice is very powerful. No matter where you are, who you are, or who is against you. You feel me? Like, I don't know. I just feel like if you have yourself, you have the world. If you don't have yourself, you lose everything. I truly mean that. That's what I learned through this journey of life. So, peace out. Thank y'all so much. And rest in peace to Marcellus. And also rest in peace to Miss Gayle, whose life was also taken.
Whatever Allah determines, you know what I'm saying, I'm satisfied with it. Whatever, you know, so I already been right there at that moment. And I, you know what I'm saying, there's nothing changed about it. You know, I'm still, like I said before, I don't believe in the system, the criminal justice system. I don't believe in it, you know what I'm saying, to that degree. But I know that it can be used for good as well. So if good come out of it for me and for my family and for all those that's been supporting me, then all praise be to Allah. There's a little supplication that the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him, he used to say, oh Allah, if life is good for me, then give me life. If death is good for me, then give me death. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I say the same supplication. So yeah, I'm at peace, of course.